Hey, Dee and Dory.
Hey, how about that?
We are back on this beautiful fall day.
Yeah, right.
So, unbelievable. The end of September and we're still having nice weather.
And I still have flowers in bloom.
Yeah, outside. So
Yeah,
that doesn't happen in Michigan. I haven't turned my heat on yet.
I know, me neither.
It's like,
It's
whoa.
nice, eh?
It is nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are the Design Dreamers, and we're all about thrifting and sewing and having a good time and other odds and ends.
Yes. So this week we had a challenge, flat felled seams. We'll talk about that in a minute. But before we get started,
Oh yes, our inspirational
I have
saying.
an inspirational saying that I have found.
Oh, see? You see us. C-E-C. Never mind.
Okay, this is from Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember who she was?
Yeah, she was a singer.
Yes, singer, songwriter, composer. She was born in 1917 and died in 1996 at the age of 79.
Oh, 79.
Yeah, she actually died of a stroke.
Aw.
But 3 years before she died, she had, due to complications of diabetes, she had both legs amputated
Oh,
from
ouch.
the knee down.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
That's miserable.
And, you know, she had a lot of, in her history, you know, she had a lot of music that she played in Harlem.
Yeah.
So this is her saying. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that
that's
great?
a good stuff.
You know, we are a product of our past,
We are.
but we can't let that stop us from doing and achieving things now.
That's right.
You know?
Always move forward. I was told one time, the past does, make us who we are today, but it shouldn't hold you back. You should always move forward. Don't let your back capture you.
That's right.
Retain
Don't
you.
your back.
Trap you.
Don't let your back.
Talk about back. I wish we had a softer back than what we got. But anyway, we are where we are today. So.
Right. So our challenge that we picked out of the box was from Linda M. And it was flat felled seam.
Yeah, which the first one I made, I was really nervous and I didn't quite do. I sewed it correctly, but I didn't cut the seam that you folded over it. The underseam,
Oh, you didn't cut that underseam?
No, I cut it, but I didn't cut it as tiny as it should have been.
Oh, okay.
And the second seam, I cut it as tiny as it should have been. It was much easier.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as fearful.
Yeah, I'm thinking Linda's gonna be disappointed.
Oh, sorry, Linda.
Because I have one flat felt seam. I tried to make it on, I have two garments. But everything I had looked at. Should I talk about mine first, or you want to talk about
Go
mine?
ahead.
Because I'm like going on.
Since you're going on, you might as well.
So yeah, I made this little top from New Look 6511, and I made view A. And it's a really cute just a little short top. And I had gotten this pattern from Fields Fabrics back in probably 2017. I paid $3.97 for it. Very interesting pattern. And this is the one I ended up making a flat felt seam on. My goal was to make it on my pants that I made. However, everything that I saw that taught me how to do it, all the videos I watched that showed how to make flat felt seams, they did it on this little scrap of paper, of fabric. Well, that's fine. So I'm not thinking, so I've got my pants, the seam,
The insert.
the inseam all done, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do it on the leg up. Well, you can't get that on your machine to do that.
Doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. So if I had known that you can't do your inseam until after you do the flat felt seam, I could have done flat felt seams on that. But I did not. So there's only one short flat felt seam. And even then, I probably should not have done it where I did it. Because it has an opening in the back, and then I didn't know how to finish the opening on the back. So this is the little top.
Yeah,
I
but it
made.
looked all right. It looks nice.
This is the
It's
little
okay.
top I made. It's
Cute.
a bumblebee and sunflower. My intent for this fabric, which I got at Hobby Lobby quite a few years ago for $2.97 a yard, my intent was to make bibs with this.
Oh yeah, cute.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I couldn't. There was not enough fabric.
Oh, there wasn't enough there.
No.
Oh.
But after I had cut out my pants, I had a yard left over, and I'm like, that's a lot of fabric.
Mhm.
So I made this little top.
Yeah,
under
cute.
here. Yeah, so here's the flat felt seam in the very back. You'll see it also in the reveal. But there's the flat felt seam. And that wasn't so hard, except for I didn't know how to do where the opening, excuse me. So anyway, this little top was very cute. I want to talk about it because it's very interesting. It has you, when you put the sleeve on, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this huge, the sleeve only goes to here. What are you going to do with this? But they have you put bias tape there, and they have it go inside. So that seam inside is all covered too.
Very nice.
So
Finishes it nice.
it finishes it nice, and then you top stitch it, and I think the top stitching adds a lot to it.
Very nice.
Even if you can't see the top stitching, it makes it lay nicer.
Uh-huh.
So you have top, so the neckline is also bias tape, and you have top stitching there. So just a cute little shirt.
Very, very nice.
And oh, my paraphernalia here. What else did I need to say? I guess that's all. So I made view A, and I think it's a cute little top. I did make it in a size 16. So that's that.
Very nice, and it fits you well.
Yes, it fits me well.
Okay, is that your usual size that you sew?
No, it varies from pattern to pattern.
Yeah, it
I
depends.
did all the measurements because otherwise
Yeah.
I can't tell otherwise. The second item I made was Simplicity 9236, and I made the pants that have the cuffs on the seam, on the cuffs on the bottom, and they're pleated. This pattern is a 2021 pattern, so I made view C. I got the pattern for $1.99 at Joann's. Very interesting. When you look at this and you think those pockets are patch pockets, right? Look at this.
Yeah, they do. That's what they look like.
That's what they look like, but they are not patch pockets, not at all. And in fact, what you do is you actually sew the pockets down onto the front part. I don't know, I thought I got all the strings. So you actually sew the pocket, you can see inside. I don't know if you can
They
see
have
it.
you sew it inside. That's not at all what it looks like.
Yeah, so you sew it inside, flat. But first, you make this little opening. I should show this side. You have this little opening. So them having you do it this way is there's no bulk for the pockets.
Yeah, nice.
You know how sometimes you have bulk on
on the sides
pockets.
because you've got layer and layer
Yeah.
and layer.
so you don't have the bulk. So that's kind of
Yeah, it's
Kinda
nice.
cool. It is
Yeah.
an elastic waistband. But I really was proud of the way the cuffs turned out for me, because in the past I've had problems with doing pleats, but these pleats turned out really, really well. And so you have little cuffs and pleats, and I think that's what makes the pants.
Mm-hmm. They're cute.
I didn't
yeah.
want them to just be
straight pants.
straight pants.
Yeah,
I just didn't want that. So
little design element.
I
to
liked that design element too.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
So bumblebee and sunflowers. So I thought it was autumny.
Yeah.
Autumny.
Yeah, I think it looks more summery in spring.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Even with those colors, huh?
yeah.
Those colors are autumn colors to me. But I think it's cute on. Now I'm going to have to ask you guys. You'll see the reveal. My husband, as soon as he saw it, before I had him on, he said, "Oh, you made yourself a cute pair of pajamas." And then my sister said, "Oh, they look like pajamas."
Well, it was very nice of him to say that they were cute.
Yes, he thought they were very
And
cute.
he paid attention to it.
Yes. And then I said, "They're not pajamas. Let me put them on." He's like, "Oh, ask your sister." who said they look like pajamas. So I want to know. I want to hear from you guys because I know the pattern is probably the fabric that I chose is probably what's making. Is that what's making you think?
Yeah, it's the fabric,
The fabric.
more or less. But you know, I think you could still. I think it's going to depend on where you're. Excuse me, where you're at with that.
So if I don't wear it at night, it won't be
Pajamas,
pajamas.
yeah, you can. I think you could still wear it to the store or whatever out, and you'd be fine because people aren't thinking pajamas. Maybe Alfred's or your husband and I, Al, and I were thinking, oh, comfortable, relaxed, and since you were in your home, does that work?
Okay. So would you like to see the reveal?
Yes.
Okay, let's watch it.
Very nice.
So
very
there
cute.
you have it. Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Yeah.
I think, you know, with,
Well,
I think,
do you have my pattern?
I don't have your pattern.
What did I do with it?
I don't know. I don't have it. I'd like to see what the top looked like at the pattern, but.
I don't know where I put it.
Oh, you've got a pattern on way on the bottom. Way on the bottom.
This is what happens when. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's not it.
Well, what is
This
that?
is it. This is it. What did you want to see about it?
I wanted to see the top pattern. Thank you.
Here's the top one. Sorry.
Oh, it has all kinds of links.
Yeah, it has different kinds of links. And the cool thing was I did not have to cut a different view
Oh,
to
off
make
of-
that.
Oh, they had it separate.
Because the other parts to make it longer are added on.
Nice. That was a nice.
So that's
thing.
nice because
yeah.
you don't ruin the pattern.
Yeah. See, there's lots of different.
Yeah,
views with
so you
that.
can add different layers to the bottom of
Nice,
that
nice.
top. And if I wanted that top to be longer, I could. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show the insides. I'm totally lost today.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, I think it's cute myself.
very cute. Nice.
Let's see what you made.
Okay.
How did you do with flat felt? I will say I probably won't make flat felt suit. It's a nice look. I probably won't do it.
Well, actually, it's for durability.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's what I read anyway. Okay, so I did 2 flat felled seams on my.
Oh, you had to
skirt.
one up me.
Yeah, I sure did. So you'll see it in the reveal, but there's one, and I had read that there's 2 different techniques to do it, and I did it the way where on the inside, you know, it looks like that on the inside.
Yeah, I think that's how it looks.
Yeah, yeah. But sometimes you can do it just the opposite and have that on the outside.
Oh,
You can do it that way too.
oh, really?
And then there's a fake felt.
I think
See.
mine is the fake felt seam.
No, I bet yours isn't.
See, inside,
Yeah,
it's all,
that's
it's
the
all
way you
covered.
did the right thing because you cut it one side of the seam and then you folded the top over the
Yeah.
seam.
So let me tell you, I know we were talking about you, but I'm going back to me.
Okay, I'm gonna cry.
On the pants, so when you do a flat felt seam, you do instead of right sides together, you do wrong sides together. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I did one leg wrong side, and I trimmed the one seam And then I folded it all up and, got it all ready and did the pressing, was all ready to sew it, and thought,
I can't do this.
I can't sew this. So then I had to tear out that whole entire seam. And then I was like, now I have a shorter seam. So I couldn't, it's not like 5/8 and 5/8. Now it's 5/8 and 1/8. Anyway, that was my experience with it.
That was your experience.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back to you.
Excuse me, I have a little allergy
Oh,
thing going on.
I kicked
It's
I
your
kicked the
turn. You
camera.
did it. Usually instead of me.
I kicked the camera.
Yeah. Okay, so I did 2 of them. They were down the front.
Yes.
And where'd it go? It's kind of hard to see on this
The fabric.
The fabric. It's really, well, you can see it better in the picture than you can like in real life. Well, like this is real life. But
I was like, wow.
anyway, so I did 2 of them. The first one I didn't, like I said earlier, I didn't cut it quite correctly. The second one I was like, oh, I could cut this the correct amount, left it really tiny, and then just folded it over, and and I think if I did it more often, I would get better at it. I found it a little difficult to stitch on the edging, because one time I did go off the edge of it, but I like the look of that. I think it's nice.
I do like the look of it.
Yeah,
I think
do.
it makes the garment
really is nice.
look nice. It lays nice.
And for this,
and the inside is all covered. It's
well,
nice.
yeah. And this particular fabric ravels for the skirt, so it was perfect for that.
Does it ravel or does it fray?
Oh, fray. It's probably fray is the more appropriate term.
I think raveling is yarn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just being silly.
You're being facetious.
That's a big word.
I hope I used it correctly. I was thinking I should look it up and really, you hear that word. And the skirt had the front zipper like that on it with a yoke.
That's cute.
So that's the first time I've ever put in a zipper like that.
Yeah.
It was really easier than putting them in the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's nice.
Exposed
An exposed zipper, yeah. Now you're supposed to have a hook and eye up here, but I put the zipper way up to the top. I'm like, why am I going to bother putting a hook and eye up there? If I can bring the zipper up, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no pockets. There is no pockets in this pattern. Oh, you would like to see the pattern?
Yes. What pattern did you use, and where did you get your fabric?
My fabric is a thrift store find.
Okay.
It's a thrift store. It's a woven, but this way there's no stretch. But this way there's a little bit of stretch in it. And I love those kind of fabrics because then, even though it doesn't call for a stretch, it'll work just perfectly for that. So I made McCall's 8389. I made
one of our viewers had made this.
Yes, I made this one. She sent us a picture of hers. This one. But I made the straight one. It's cute. Thank you. It is a cute pattern. And I liked that style. I have a similar skirt that I've had for years that's just beige, and it's a little heavier fabric, and I wear it all the time, and I thought, oh, this would be really cute. So you can see it's got multiple panels to it. You can see those are all, individual panels. And the back the same way. The back, the center piece is laid on the fold. I did all right with it. I was very frustrated with putting the waistband in though, and it has tons of double stitching all over. So I used my fat feld for some of the other seams, for this one, the front one, instead of just the double stitching. I thought that'd be a perfect spot for it.
Yeah, right.
And the double stitching, I think, is supposed to give you the same effect, but it doesn't look near as nice.
Right.
But there's a lot of that double stitching, the top stitching and edge stitching is what they call it. All over this thing, all over the skirt. Yeah. The waistband, the yoke, the side seams.
It's very interesting because with the pants that I made, I went through 1.5 bottoms.
Oh, I did too.
Which is a lot for pants.
Yeah, you'd be like, but it's all the extra
lot
thread.
of, like around the cuff, around the top
Oh,
of
the
the cuff
top.
and the bottom of the cuff. There's
Yeah.
top stitching.
Yeah.
There's the pockets that are double stitched.
Yeah,
and
it makes a difference.
Yeah, and the waistband is top stitching.
Yeah.
But it all makes it look good.
It does. It does make it look good. I will tell you, I had a challenge with. I'm trying to find what I had a challenge with here. Putting the this waistband together. Putting it onto the skirt. I put it on backwards, and then I took it off. Well, because I think what happened with me is, you see that picture there? Usually it shows that you're putting the waistband. These are right sides together, is what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't show it that way. It looks like to me you've got the wrong side of the fabric, and it looks like you're putting the wrong sides together. I don't know if it's my little thought process with my brain. I always think I have a little dyslexia. So I couldn't, it took me forever
And
to
it
figure
doesn't say whether it's on the back side or the front.
No, it
front
doesn't.
side.
No, it
Ooh.
says pin yoke to upper edge of the skirt, matching center notches and seams, clipping where necessary. So it doesn't tell you. So, you know, I looked at that and I thought, oh, you know, so I just did it wrong. And then,
And you had to take it out.
oh yeah, I took it off. And then you have the other part of the facing of the yoke
Oh man.
that you put together on there. And so then I seen this. Now I didn't read this correctly for this. It says with wrong sides together. Wrong sides together. We don't usually put wrong sides together because you're going to put the waistband, you're going to just baste the top of the yoke, and then your waistband goes on top of the yoke. So I had a little bit of difficulty with that. It was
Sometimes
challenging.
don't you think it's because we think we know what we're doing?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
You know, I mean, with me, sometimes I'm like, it's just like those pockets. I was like, there's something wrong with these pockets. There's something wrong because it's, you know, and then I'm like, okay, just try to do it their way.
Yeah, follow the process.
Like,
But,
interesting.
One of the things that took me a minute to figure out was that you see the yoke here, but it has the notches are the same on the top and the bottom.
Right.
So
Because it folds over, right?
no,
It doesn't fold over?
no,
Oh, because you're putting
you
the weight.
sew this one on top of
Right.
it. But where am I going with that? Anyway, to put that on, I went, okay, now I haven't made a skirt in a long, long time. So I wasn't quite sure. Do I match the skirt to the small side, or do I match the skirt to the big side? It doesn't tell you.
So what was
And the
correct
pictures,
way?
well, I matched it to the big side. I don't know.
Maybe it would make a difference what
It's
size it is.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would. So anyway, I was a little frustrated, but I got the skirt together. So I was very frustrated with it. But anyway, the zipper went in really nice, and the rest of the skirt got together good. So do you want to see the reveal?
We do. We do. See, it's a cute skirt.
Yeah, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, well,
I'll have you help me with my next skirt. So I'll make sure
Okay.
it doesn't fit me exactly the way I wanted it to. And it's beyond the point where I do not like to do alterations. I will not tear it apart. They're not happening. So,
shall we bring Nate in and have a drawing?
yeah, let's do that. Hey, Nate, you want to say hi to everybody?
There you are.
You're feeling good today, aren't you? Yeah, okay.
You like the fall weather? Yeah. Would you like to help us with the drawing?
Okay. Oh, can you take the top off? You want me to take the top off? Mom to help you? Okay, there you go. Take one of these out. Oh, you got two there, sweetie. Here, Dory. They are stuck stuck together. Okay, that's the one you got.
Now what do you do with it?
You can give it to Mom so I can read it. Are you going to give it to Aunt Dory?
Thank you,
Oh,
Nate.
not Mom this time.
Thank you, Nate. Let's see what it says. It says, buttons required.
Oh, buttons required. No fear of buttons. Not anymore.
Good.
Buttons, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a working button.
It does not.
Could be just decorative only.
That's correct.
What do you think about that, Nate? Button, button. Who's got the button? You don't know what I'm talking about. All right. Did you want to say bye to everybody?
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
See you later, Nate.
See you later. You gonna go be with Dad now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Those buttons.
Those buttons. Buttons required.
Buttons required. Yeah.
That'll be easy.
It should be.
And that's cool because you can make whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
As long as there's buttons included.
or you put them on some way.
That's what I said. Yeah, buttons included. You put them on somewhere. Yeah, that's the whole point.
That's how it works.
Yeah, don't carry them in a bottle and say, "Here, I got my buttons."
Yeah, right. Well, we hope you have a good week. And I just wanted to mention, all those who are being who have been hit by the hurricane.
I'm sorry.
We feel for you, and we hope you're all safe.
Yeah.
Because we know it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
very intense. They said it was going to be a big one, and it was. And it's being felt across several states, quite a few states. And in fact, the wind we have today.
Is that a result from it?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Really?
Some
I
of the
didn't know
result from it. It's moved rather quickly up through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be safe.
Yes.
Okay?
And don't forget, it isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts.
Yeah, so, let's see, to apply that to sewing. Even though I've had some challenges with that skirt, it doesn't mean I should stop. I should just move forward and try to correct and figure out what I did.
Yes. So, all right, that's it for this week. So,
Hey, Dory.
Oh,
somebody's calling out to
Dory.
us.
I tried to have him say quiet, but he didn't listen.
Can we say goodbye to our fans?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thanks a lot. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like.
I haven't
Leave a
seen
comment.
viewers. Subscribe and like.
Our viewers are fans.
Subscribe and like and forward and thumbs up and
Hit notifications.
hit notifications. Yeah, because most of the time, we put one out every Sunday, but once in a while we don't. So, all right. So have a great week. Happy thrifting, happy sewing, and share your makes at.
I sew too at MEI.net. All right. See you next
Bye.
time. Bye.